Lauren. How are you?
Doing okay.
Have a seat for me.
Okay.
Alright. How are you today?
I mean, could be doing better,
Oh,
but
I'm sorry to hear that. Can you tell me what
okay.
brings you in?
So about like 5 or so months ago, I was just at home playing with my kids and tripped over one of their toys and just kind of caught myself with this left shoulder here, and it's just been giving me problems ever since. I went to the emergency room right after just to make sure it wasn't fractured or anything, and they didn't see anything there, but it's still just been giving me problems. So
have you been to your primary care physician, or did you just come here direct access?
So I did, like I said, they gave me some pain medication at first, but and I think about 3 weeks ago they gave me a cortisone injection to try to help with that, but it really didn't do anything.
Did it feel better at all? Or?
No.
I'm sorry to hear that. So I'm hearing that you fell on it. Did you hear anything happen when you fell?
I don't think so, no. I mean, I just remember it being, really painful when I first fell, and then it vaguely went away, but I feel like it's just gotten worse since then. So
that was how many months ago?
So it was about 5.
Okay, 5 months ago. And did how would you say your pain feels now on a scale of 0 to 10? 0 being you're completely fine, and 10 being take me to the ER.
So when I don't move it, it's probably still like a 4 or 5, but when it gets really bad, it probably gets up to like a 9 when I'm moving around. Yeah.
What specific motions make it difficult for you? Is there anything you've noticed?
Mainly just trying to raise it up which is a little frustrating. Also, I mean, my right hip has been a problem for about 3 or so years. I got in a car crash then, and so I've been walking with this cane, but they told me that I should be using the cane in my left hand since it's my right hip, and that's definitely been making it hard to try to put pressure through it to hold the cane. So I've been using my other arm for that.
Okay, all right, yeah, we'll definitely work on getting your shoulder back so you can put your cane in the right hand, right? So what would you say, is your goal for PT? What do you know about PT? What are you expecting?
I guess just try to figure out what's causing this pain and try to get rid of it so I can go back to using my cane and playing with my kids, going back to work.
Yes. Okay, so what do you do for work?
So I am an elementary school teacher, and so again, just running around with kids, they got a lot of energy, so trying to keep up with them, it's a little hard. With only one good arm.
Do you feel like you mostly keep your arm by your side, or you kind of guard it and protect it that way?
Yeah, I try not to use it, because when I do, that's when it starts getting more irritated.
Yeah, okay. Let's see. All right, so today my goal for us is to be able to kind of talk through a few things and figure out what's going on with your shoulder. And I'd also like to ask you a few more questions about your intake form. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
So do you exercise regularly?
More or less. I mean, running around with my kids, I take them to the park and such.
How many days a week would you say you get moderate to vigorous exercise?
Maybe 3-ish.
Okay. And for how long would you say that is?
Probably about 30 minutes or so.
Okay. And do you have any other, do you smoke or drink?
I drink every so often.
I mean, how often would you say you do that?
Probably most nights, yeah.
How many drinks on a night would you say?
2 or 3 glasses of wine. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I've drinking more since this whole shoulder thing's been going on, just to try to, it's frustrating.
Yeah. So that can actually play a part into your shoulder, and if it's okay with you, can we revisit that later?
Yeah.
Okay. And one last question, do you have any other medical history, such as hypertension, diabetes?
I don't, no.
Okay, all right, so for today, I want to just talk through a few things and maybe get started on a few exercises, if that sounds good with you. Okay. And so I'm going to kind of explain what I believe is going on with you. So just try to keep an open mind and just think positively about your shoulder.
Okay.
So sometimes, I'll have you look back here. What do you know about the nervous system? This one.
Not too much. I mean, I know there are a bunch of nerves in our body, and they help us move and such. But
So this is like the start of your nervous system in the brain, right? And then it comes down, and then it can come all the way to your shoulder, and it's actually one continuous thing that goes all the way down to your hand, right? And so our nervous system functions almost as an alarm to alert us of things that might be dangerous, right? And so when you fell on your shoulder, that was a dangerous event, and your shoulder was probably injured or hurt. We're not really sure what's happened with that. But some of the additional guarding that you're doing, and like you're showing you're not really moving it a lot, it really, really hurts, is kind of telling me that maybe your alarm system is on high alert and it's trying to protect you from things. And so part of PT is that we can kind of work to retrain the brain and help it to become less alarmed at these like potential stressors. Does that make sense to you?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. And so something I would like to just kind of look and see how you're able to do. Can you just give me a simple like range of motion and just see how high we can get? Okay.
Yeah.
And what about in the front?
Kind of about the same, yeah. It's just,
Okay.
I don't know, I'm just a little scared to get it up. I don't want to
And behind
irritate
you?
it. It's not as terrible, just,
Okay. How would you rate that pain on a scale of 0 to 10?
maybe like a 5 or 6. Because I'm not, I don't
Okay.
know. I feel like I could go further, but I
You just don't want to.
Yeah,
Okay, I
I don't want to make it worse.
Okay, so I just want to summarize what you've told me so far and what we've talked about a little bit. You told me that you're having shoulder pain. It's been happening for 5 months, and it's just really bad, and it's really hindering you from your work and playing with your kids and working at home as well. So we've talked a little bit about the nervous system and how that might be playing into our alarm factor and causing some increased or heightened signals that our body is trying to protect us from. And there might not actually be any danger in the area, right?
Okay.
And so I just want to clarify with you, does that make sense, and do you feel comfortable with that information?
Yeah, what you're saying makes sense so far.
Okay, so now I'd like to move into like a little exercise portion.
Okay.
And for this, I know you're having difficulty getting your arm up, and so I'm going to raise the table. Actually, I won't do it now, but we're going to put our arm on the table, and then you can just slide out on this rolly chair, and then come back in. Okay. So I'm going to give you this. Take this cane from you. You can sit facing me.
Okay.
And I just want to ask you just one quick question.
Okay.
So on a scale of 0 to 10, we have lots of 0 to 10 scales. How confident do you feel that we can you're ready to overcome this shoulder problem? Like 0 being I don't really want to at all, and 10 being like let's do it all today.
Maybe like a 7. I mean, I'm definitely ready to deal with whatever's going on since it's been annoying me for so long.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe not all of it today.
Yeah,
but.
of course, yes. So our goal for this right now is just to get your arm out a little bit and just kind of work on that retraining of the brain and saying maybe this isn't dangerous and we're in a safe space here, and you can go just as much as you like. Once you start to feel pain, we can stop. Okay. So if you'll slide out just a little bit. Okay. How does that feel?
Not as bad. I mean, it feels nice that my arm's like still supported, so it's a little easier.
And can we come back in? And can you give me just as many of those as you can get to?
Okay.
And just stay within that pain-free range. So what's really great is that you're already showing me more motion than you were able to do on your own, right? So that's really a really positive thing to look forward to. 6, you can just keep going.
Okay. I feel like I'm definitely starting to feel I was getting a little bit more irritated.
Alright, you stop when you feel like it's just too much.
Okay, yeah, I'm ready there.
10.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
Alright, so we're going to just take a break for a moment, and then we can complete a few more if you feel comfortable. If you feel like that's all we can do for today, that's also okay.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Maybe take a break, yeah.
Okay, so you want to complete a few more in a minute, or do you want to just stop and kind of leave it there today and we'll see how we can progress next time?
think I could do a few more, but I think it might need a longer break, so could I potentially do them a little bit later today?
Yeah, absolutely. So what I was going to mention to you at home, do you have an office chair or anything like that?
I do.
Okay, so an office chair would be a great option for this.
Okay.
I mean, we're in a rolly chair here. You can
Yeah.
get an office chair and just do this. And so you did 10 today.
Mm-hmm.
How about this week, maybe twice a day, 3 times a day if available? I know you're busy. Just completing 10 of those.
Okay.
If you start to experience like undue pain and then you just can't deal with it, just let me know, give me a call, or next time you come see me, we can talk about that.
Okay.
Just stay within that pain-free range, and then hopefully next time we'll be able to add in just a little bit more.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So let's see. So does that plan sound well to you, or you feel like you're available to achieve this goal of like kind of retraining your brain and working on this 3 times a day?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, doesn't seem too bad. I mean, I was able to get a few here without it being too bad. So,
Okay. All right.
so I think I can keep up with that.
Well, it was really nice to work with you today. Do you have any final questions?
Nothing I can think of right now. No. I mean, if anything, I guess just. Is it okay that I'm using my hand in that for right now?
We would prefer it to be in your opposite hand, as the doctor told you.
Yeah.
But I understand that that's challenging, and that's definitely something that we're going to be working towards.
Okay.
Is
Yeah.
putting the cane in the right hand, walking with it in that way. But that's going to be later down the road, and we're just going to have to progress as we're able to retrain your brain.
Okay. Well,
So-
as long as we can work on getting it back in the right hand one day.
Yes, and playing with your kids and going back to work, doing all the good stuff.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.